So I was trying to set up these new Logitech Mevo Cores today, and I kept getting this yellow LED error that then changed to white. It'd stay on for about 10 seconds, and then it would turn off. Nothing I could do. It wasn't a power thing. I tried multiple power sources, and it just wasn't working. So I called Logitech. They weren't any help. They sent me back to a website. And then I took to Grok, and I dove deep, did a big search. I'd searched YouTube, I'd searched the internet. Finally, I took it to AI and told it what was going on. It gave me some ideas, but then when I gave it this specific flashing yellow light error, it told me that somewhere deep in the recesses of the internet that it had been discovered that sometimes these batteries can get unseated. And so if it's not connected properly, it will just run through this power boot the whole time and not actually connect. And so since these batteries are replaceable by the user, it said to go ahead and remove the screws on both sides. Do not remove the screws on the top and bottom. Those go into additional actual hardware of the camera. And then you just kind of have to wiggle this guy off. Once you do that, then you just unseat this battery. You just pull it straight out and you just leave it. Granted, I was talking with Amy, who was with me on behalf of the client, and she said that when she worked in cell phone sales, that if you shake it, that sometimes it helps. And so I proceeded to shake the battery like it owed me money. And then put it back in, reseated. Go through the power cycle again. Now it's staying on. Now that it's on, now I'll turn on my Mevo app. And the whole thing that prompted this wasn't, not only was it not turning on, but it wasn't connecting to the Mevo app at all, which was insanely aggravating. So now that this is, well, let's try again. Let's close both of those. Ooh, now this isn't doing anything. Let's reseat this. Give it a good firm press in there. Now this is telling me that it's at 3/4 battery.
So it's gonna be something different.
There we go. Okay, now it's power cycled on. Cool. Showing that it's on. Now I'm going to connect it to my Mevo app. Oh, it's giving me the same thing again. Well, I don't know, maybe. Ah, dang it, it did it again. Okay, so let's try this. Because what I didn't do, that I did do last time, I'm going to shake the battery more. And then once I seat it, I'm gonna just put the camera down. Okay. So let's seat the battery. Okay. So now the camera is sitting in a stationary position. I'm gonna turn on my Mevo app. And I'm still flashing white, which is great. Haven't got any yellow LEDs. Boom, now it's showing up. And so now I'm going to connect it to the Wi-Fi, which y'all don't need to see. For the 500th time today, I'm going to put in this ridiculously long ass password. So now we come to this screen, connected to Mevo, boom. Now Mevo is connected, which is great. Now, and so that was just in the Logitech Mevo app. Now I'm going to connect it to, I'm going to go into the Mevo multicam. I'm going to add a camera here. So now that camera is showing up right here. And you can see that it is now connected. These are the other two cameras. It's looking for them, but those are turned off elsewhere. And so now all that's left to do is we can turn this off. And now we're going to just put the back, get the back plate back on, and get the screws mounted in. And so we shall see. Hopefully, none of you ever have to deal with this, because this was a nightmare and a half. But once the problem was identified, it was relatively easily fixed. I just wish this were a better documented issue from Logitech, that these batteries, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's cold, I don't know if it's transport, that they are fragile. So if you're thinking about taking these cameras out on the road, keep that in mind as you are going around. That if you're taking it out on the road for mobile podcast production, that this is a potential issue for you to just keep in mind. Thanks for watching.